youtube.com/ProdigyDaKid. And today I wanted to talk about, the whole Jeremy Linsanity hype and, you know, that type of stuff. And right now it's Jeremy Lin has done more, than just resurrected the New York Knicks season and say Mike D'Antoni his job. And he catapult himself, to the highest level of fame and make himself a global brand. And Linsanity, of course, with each passing game, it's like Jeremy Lin grows. I mean, it's like they got it covered from like every angle. You know, he has a new condo. The Knicks disciplined radio boy for Lin, Flair's opposing star outshines Melo, and that the Knicks out of nowhere point guard, you know, he also has taken one of the more interesting NBA seasons we've seen in a long time and utterly overshadows, its other competitive storyline with his spectacular role. I mean, rise, my bad. And this is why, players like Darren Williams, they channeled everything he had into a scoring season high 38 points in the Nets. The 192 win over the Knicks on Monday, and that um, it is why Lin and his teammates need to gird themselves for the fact they are likely to face the very best opposing team that they have to give, and that Lin, he hasn't just turned himself, you know, into the story of the season. He's stolen a lot of the glory that rightfully belonged to other teams and other players, and none of this is his fault. I mean, or any kind of indictment. It's it is the foil of his success and the background music to his emergence. It also a fact of which guys such as Kobe Bryant, Chris Paul, LeBron James, they surely have taken notes, and that LeBron, he he's in the midst of one of the finest seasons, of his career, and that he's averaging 27 points, 6 assists, and a career high of 8 rebounds per game. And he has the Heat playing basketball as good as they see, since the Miami, since in Miami since the Big Three got together, and that he's on the road to redemption. And he's traveling it with fire and a hunger that's something to behold. Now, when you look at Kobe, he has a high he has his own fascinating season. He turned back the clock of averaging a leading league of 29 points a game. You know, the most for him in 5 seasons, and that it is statistically fantastic for performance, but that has featured an awe-inspiring, night. But it's also heralded a new and uglier era for the Lakers. Kobe can score, but he hasn't been able to mask the growing possibility that the Lakers are a train wreck in the making. He called out his general manager this week for not clarifying whether Pau Gasol would be traded, and the GM basically fired back, saying, he's going to do whatever he want to do. Meanwhile, Gasol, he remains in limbo, so it's like, okay, and the Lakers are good, but they're not great, and you know he's balling. You know, Jeremy, check out Jeremy Lin in action. I mean, without Jeremy Lin, the Heat and Lakers alone would make this an NBA season, worth following. But Lin also has overshadowed a lot of other incredible things going on outside of New York. The San Antonio Spurs thrust themselves back in the upper echelon of the Western Conference. with an 11-game winning streak. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks, star Dirk Nowitzki, he seemed to have found their groove, and the Oklahoma City Thunders are legitimate title contenders. And every one of those teams is filled with narrative and drama that is worth your time. And the list goes on, man. And the Clippers are arguably the best teams in LA, and utterly a joy to watch. I mean, Dwight Howard, with the whole Orlando, this like if you're gonna stay, if you're gonna go, and look at young rookie point guards like Kyrie Irving, Ricky Rubio. They're trying to they're kind of weaving their way through, captivating their brand of beautiful basketball night after night. And you look at Derrick Rose and the Bulls, they are also big time championship contenders. Perhaps one of the real obstacles, for the Heat right now. But only if Rose recent back injury are short term, and that the end of Boston Big Three, have been marked with anger, poor play, and a cloud of confusion and a doubt about the future that's fascinating to follow, and as long as you're not a Celtics fan. But yeah, man. I mean, the NBA is brimming with incredible stories, just as one of the best we've seen in years. Linsanity has exploded in a city desperate and ready for this kind of basketball, relevance. And that courtside stars, they celebrate. They like to see and be seen at the NBA games, and it's like that means Lin and Nick need to get ready for the onslaught. They are targets now. It's like every star player. Particularly point guards like William. They sick of hearing about it. Sick of hearing about Linsanity. Night after night with their absolute best against him and his team. Not at teams such as the Heat, Thunders, Bulls, Spurs, and Clippers. You know, they would take their play to another level and get the Knicks. That just a flip side of Lin's fame and the adulation it brought him. You know, like Tim Tebow or the Heat from last year. It everyone wants to show, there's more hype and greatness here. And for the Knicks, I mean, this has potential mixed with peril. Meet these challenges head on. Even just above a 500 clip, they could be a battle-tested squad ready for the playoff in a way that's far exceed most of their opponents. Fail to meet them, begin to lose 2 or 3 in a row. Let that chemistry turn into poison. Let the adolescent turn into accusation, and insanity could become another vicious letdown for the Knicks. And you know, the NBA is the king of the hill kind of league. Everybody wants to be on top. And with enough storyline out there to keep any NBA fan happy, and enough stars clamoring to surpass Lin's celebrity and fame. And praise. There's no doubt that the very people in team Lin has overshadowed soon will come for him. And with the singular goal of taking back the spotlight. So you know, I just wanted to make that video. I just wanted to let y'all know my thoughts on Jeremy Lin, and like he's taking the spotlight. Little stuff like that. I know it's not the best for it, but I'm still working on it. Still trying to get used to the vlogs and everything like that. But don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll catch y'all later. Peace.